No time to waste, let's roll. So this is the script. We are currently on a Friday morning. I have shit ton of stuff to do today, so we will just do a very quick jab, as they say, in it. And is my mic actually capturing the... Yes, that's the right mic. Good. And you can check out the script here, the prompt. And we go, this time is going to be a bit different, you're going to see. So here's the first scenario. You matched with a girl 2 days ago. She's cute, artsy vibe, minimal bio, coffee addict, museums is better than clubs. You open with a playful message about her museum addiction. She replied 6 hours later with, haha, guilty, what's your favorite one? You reply with a cheeky answer plus a question, whichever one lets me impress the girl I'm with, you. 24 hours later, no reply. So this is a video where we're going to put ourselves into a situation and think, how could we react? Now, if you don't know me, I've been talking to girls during all of my 20s. I must have talked to more than 1,000 girls. I didn't count, but that's what I estimate. So I'm going to use my well-earned experience as a man and furthermore as a dating coach also to teach you what you could do in that situation. I might get trapped at some point. Some point I might be stuck. That's possible. Let's hope not. But if that happens, I'll be honest and I'll say it. Okay? So here it's typical. It's a ghosting. It's more like a non-follow-up in that situation. So what I would do, because it's just been 24 hours later, no reply, I would not send it on a message at that moment. Now, do you double text on the dating apps in general? Yes, if it's been long enough and you want to do it in a way that is non-needy. Now, you will tell me, well, if I double text, it's by itself needy. Yes, it is, but it depends how you do it also. By itself, it is needy, but if you do it well, it is not as needy as it looks. Okay, so it doesn't come across as I need you. It comes across as I actually want to talk to you still. If you don't answer, that's fine. Just thought I would give you another shot. Something like that, okay? So I would wait 2 more days because maybe she's just busy and she's not opening the app too much. And especially because it's the beginning of the conversation. And 2 days later, I would send her a follow-up text, either something related to what we talked about and more like a comment than a question. Something like, hey, by the way, today I was in the museum, didn't see you there, didn't think you would already stand me up. Sorry, I don't know how we say that in English. Or something like, hey, you forgot to press send. Just to assume that she forgot to answer because she's clumsy. Something like that. Something low investment so that we don't come across as too needy. Now here we don't really care too much about what the AI is going to say because you're supposed to listen to me. But I'm just writing it for the purpose of being thorough. Solid move, you respectfully written, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So we don't really care about his feedback, but if you want to read it, you be my guest. Scenario number 2. First date setup, Instagram DM. I'm going to take a sip of water. Delicious. She replied to your opener with a decent energy. So you DM'd her after she reacted to your story with a flame. She replied to your opener with a decent energy. A few back and forth. Okay. You suggested grabbing a drink sometime this week. Very solid move. Why? Because you don't ask for a very precise moment. So that if she already had something planned on a Friday, for example, and you say, let's grab a drink on Friday without knowing if she has anything planned, then obviously she might come with a reason why not. And you don't know if it's an excuse. You don't know if she's actually busy. So usually what I do, just for your information here, is that first I ask, sometime we should have a drink. Sometimes we should have a walk together. Or sometimes we should tell each other's stories face to face. Sometime in the future. just to assess if she's already down for the ID in general. Because at that point, she might already say, I don't know, I just met you, or I'm not sure yet. So that tells you she's not ready yet. If she says, oh, yeah, sometime, that means, yeah, she's open to the idea. And then that means that you can go to the next step, which is, what are your plans? Do you have anything special that you're doing this weekend? Something like that. She tells you yes or no. If she tells you yes, then you are aware that she's not available. If she tells you no, then she basically wants to see you one day, has nothing to do on this weekend, which means that after that you can go for the close, meaning you can ask her, hey, well, let's go for a walk this weekend, then I pick you up on Saturday. I suppose 4 p.m. is enough. I mean, is all right. Boom. That's how you do it. Little crash course on how to ask for a date on texting. So then, you said Thursday. She said, haha, I might be down. When were you thinking? You said Thursday or Friday, whichever fits your vibe better. It's now Saturday. No response. She's posted 2 new stories since. That's classic. That hurts. Yeah, so that can be for the reason that either she's not into you that much yet, but that doesn't seem like it because she says, I might be down. So otherwise she wouldn't have said that. So I assume she just got caught up into her life, and for now you're still just a random guy. So yeah, she's possibly also not exactly sure about you, so she let the door open, but it's more likely that she's basically got caught up in her life, something like that. So because she most probably got caught up in her life, I'm not going to be needy or even offended, especially that she's not my girlfriend yet. She doesn't know me that much. She doesn't owe me anything. So I'm just going to comment very lightly in a very fun manner one of her stories, the one that she posted, and be like, oh, so that's what you're doing instead of hanging out with handsome boys, something like that, just to playfully tease her on the fact that she forgot to get back to you while at the same time not being needy. That's how I would do it. So you show that you have self-respect, you don't forget the whole conversation, but at the same time you're playful. All right. Scenario number 3. Cold approach, daytime. Hey boy. You see a girl reading a book alone on a park bench. She's your type. Effortlessly cute. That is my type indeed. That's my girlfriend, by the way, in case you didn't know. Natural, kind vibe. You walk up and open with a comment about the book. You've read it. Oh, that's obviously you have to approach in those occasions. She looks up, slightly surprised, but smiles, answers politely, keeps eye contact. Her answers are short but friendly. She's not giving much back, but she's not shutting it down either. You've been talking for about 90 seconds. What you do, go? I'm laughing because I know a gimmick for this one. It's basically whenever a girl is reading a book, it's even better if it's not a fiction book. Like if it's like anything else, even a dictionary, is you say, oh, I love that book. Just too bad that the guy dies at the end. Well, I don't want to explain my joke here, but just think about it. It's just super funny. I'm going to go with this. Fuck it. Yeah, so at that point, I'll tell her, oh, I mean, that book is great, by the way. Hope you'll enjoy it. Just too bad that the guy dies at the end. So if it is indeed a fiction book and she gets offended, then I'm going to add it here. If it is indeed a fiction book and there is possibility that you might have spoiled her and she starts to get offended, then you just tell her it's a joke. I actually don't know, or I just realized if it's a fiction book and I actually read it, then she might think I actually spoiled her, and then if I try to come back on my word, it's not gonna work. Never mind that adding here. Okay. Let's do a little correction here. What else could we say? All right. I mean, this is a gimmick you can still use, but then what else can we say? Okay. Let's go with something else. Talking for about 90 seconds. She's not giving much back, but she's not shutting it down either. Short answers are short and friendly. Yeah. So you wanna inquire on what is her plan here. Is she staying there? Is she waiting for somebody? Does she come here in this bench? What is it? Yeah, in this bench often or not? You want to know what's going on. Except I'm a girl reading a book. You want to take a step back and do an observation as an external observer. And so this is what I would do. I would ask her if she is waiting for somebody, or if she's used to being the cute girl on a park bench reading books and being approached by weird guys like me, just to see if she cracks a smile or something like that and get to know her a bit more. Sorry, I got some allergies these days. It's horrible. I don't understand of what. Because I don't have spring allergies, you know. Normally. I mean, never had. Nice, you're testing the waters with playful self-awareness. Yeah, so, and basically, depending on if she opens up at some point or not, if she really never opens up, I mean, why would I want her number? What's the justification here? Think about it this way. You meet somebody, you try to make some jokes, you try to get to know them, and then give you one-word answers. They don't laugh at your jokes really. They don't seem super interested. Why would you want to see them again? What's the pleasure in that? What, because you hope that at some point she's gonna have sex with you? Do you really think that a girl that acts like this is gonna have sex with you at some point? Like, she's gonna be eager to do it. Oh, I've been bored the whole time. Sure, let me open my legs and have sex right now. Of course not. That doesn't make any single sense. And guys often forget about this here. So, for your own sake, and also so that you don't look like a pervert or a pushy guy, to not say R word here, then if that happens, just wish her a nice day and go about your day. That's it. Okay? Now, if she opens up at some point, then the conversation starts to get better. Then you can tell her, hey, you seem lovely. I mean, we're having nice chats in it. I'd love to take you out someday, but maybe we can just first keep in touch on Instagram or phone number, if you prefer. What do you say? Something like that. Okay, something along those lines. Some people might say, take her on a date immediately. Yeah, why not? But if you're a beginner and you're not super comfortable, just getting an Instagram is already a good win for you to gather those reference experiences. I'm going to do one more scenario and then we're going to stop. I try to keep those videos short. Let me have a sip. So my nose is getting stuffy. It must be horrible for you guys to listen to this. You're 45 minutes into a coffee date. Conversation is flowing okay. Some smiles, some pauses. She's asking you questions, but mostly sticking to safe topics. You tease her lightly earlier. She laughed but didn't reciprocate. Her body language is open, but she hasn't made any flirtatious moves. You're not sure if she's into you or just being polite. What do you do? Go. Yeah, so it depends what's the goal here. I mean, if it's a first date, it's a coffee date. They don't initiate. If it's a first date, listen, I'm just gonna talk already to the AI. If it's a first date, it's fine if we don't initiate any flirtatious move. What I want is to have a great time, because if I have a great time and she has a great time, ideally, then most likely we're gonna see each other again, just from the fact that we're enjoying each other's company. So if I teased her and I try to make this fun, but she didn't reciprocate, maybe she's not compatible with me in terms of humor and just way of acting, way of talking, etc. So in that case, I wouldn't even want to initiate flirtatious moves. All right? Now, if she has laughed and we are having a good time, but she hasn't initiated any flirtatious move, and I would like to move things forward, let's imagine it's a second date, then what I will do is I would try to create sexual tension in the air by one of those moves or a mix of those. First, I would try to initiate like a change of topics. Like instead of safe topics, I'm going to try to ask her topics of things that she probably didn't talk about to strangers before. Meaning, like, did you do anything illegal when you were younger, like stealing a pack of gums, or what's the dream you never talk to people about that you secretly wish you would accomplish in your life, or do you have like a guilty pleasure? Those kind of things that put you in her intimacy, like on a mental level. Okay, so we escalate intimacy by asking intimate questions, not sexual, intimate questions, meaning questions that put you in her inner circle. That gets you closer on a mental level before getting closer on a physical level. And this is the key here. You don't want to focus then on increasing the physical connection before you increase the mental connection by doing some of those things that I've said. Because if she doesn't even want to open up to you about little secrets, why would she even open up to you sexually and physically? So this is the move I would do. And depending on how she reacts to this, either she needs more time or we're just not compatible. So depending on my patience, I will maybe wait for a second, third date and then see if I even want to continue this or not. That's my move. I hope that's clear for you guys. If you have any comments, any question, you can ask them in the comments. I'd be happy to answer. And that's going to be the last one. Let's see what he says. That's a big fucking wall. We're dialing, you're thinking in terms of emotional access before physical escalation, which is exactly right, especially with a passive or ambiguous girl. Jumping to physical tension without testing deeper rapport often backfires or create pressure. Exactly. The way you frame your question, illicit memory, unspoken dreams, guilty pleasure, is smart. Light-hearted entry points into emotional intimacy. Yeah, that's it. Emotional, instead of mental, emotional intimacy. You're also correctly using her response as a calibration point, not just to move forward, but to decide if she's worth moving forward with. Yeah, so that's the thing. Also, there's also some complimentary comment I have to make is that if you met her through a dating app, so she already likes you physically because she matched with you and you're not a catfish, ideally, then she probably understands that you're interested in her. And so the dating premise, as another dating coach would say, is established, meaning that you don't need too much to remind her that this is a man-to-woman conversation. So this is like what good guys that are good with women naturally, where it doesn't look like they're pickup artists or anything like that. This is what great natural game looks like. It's not like pickup lines like, hey, you and I would never get along together. Oh, we should get married one day, but hey, you're too mean for me. You trouble, blah blah blah. If she has a little bit of experience, she knows that what you're trying to do is obvious. If you do it like I did, then it's like natural. It feels good. Okay, she's here on a date with you. She knows you're interested. And so if she accepts to be intimate with you, to get closer emotionally, and then you get closer physically, we're adults. We know what's going on here. All right? So that's the move, guys. Guys, that's the move. Remember it. And like this video if you liked it. Make sure that you follow my other pages if you haven't already. So I have my Instagram, my TikTok. The links are in my profile here. And see you in the next one, guys. Bye.